You see, we have a full house here today or tonight. This is kind of like 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday night. What better thing to do on a Saturday night but play a board game? And as you tell from the description of the title of the video, it is none other than The Thing at Outpost 31. It is based on to the 1980s remake of the movie The Thing. This is going to be a fun game. We played this several times in the past, but never on camera. And we just wanted to play it on camera because it's a great game. It's a fast-paced game. There's a lot of accusations that are going to be flying back and forth into this game. Shelly is the only one that never played it here. Right there, Shelly. I got her on camera again. Like, I don't know how, but I did. Oh, were you scratching your nose there, Shelly? Yeah, well, you're PG channel. Come on.
All I did.
Tell that to the character's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go in close, look at the board setup. Now, we may make some rules mistakes. It's been a while since we played this, but we're going to try to be consistent as possible. We'll go over each other's character, what their special ability is, and so on, and the thing. You can see the board is all set up. And just to go over quickly what the board is, you have blood samples. If you've seen the movie, you know what that is. It's you sample of blood to see if you are either a human or an imitation. You have mission logs, you have sectors like Sector 1, Sector 2, and Sector 3. Now under each of these, they were shuffled and randomly placed on each sector with the numbers according to what sector. When we go into a room as a group or as only a couple of in the group, depending on what the mission log states us, then we're able to try and see if we can solve what's underneath here, if we can find it, and so on and so forth. We have supply cards too as well that you'll see during the gameplay. As I said, the mission logs and the 3 sectors, and then you see the helipad right here with the helicopter. The main objective as humans is to find the thing, which is the imitation that is in Sector 1, and destroy. And then we move on to Sector 2 and we do the same thing. And then Sector 3 we do the same thing. We'll see how we go about that during the gameplay. After we found all things, we make it to the escape helipad. And if we do, and all in the helicopter are humans, that means we win. And we successfully killed all of the...
Infected.
Yeah, the infected, or the mutations, or imitations I should say. But if one of the imitations make it to the helipad, what's going to happen is we lost because we are taking that imitation to more of a populated city where it's just going to explode.
And the world will end.
Yes, that's totally exactly what's going to happen. And as the supplies, this here you can see is the counter track. So you can see in Sector 1 we need to find the thing and the rope. Sector 2 we need thing 2 and dynamite. Sector 3, we got to find thing 3 and thing 3 and a flamethrower, and then we can escape. So that is pretty much like the counter we have to do. And up here, what you can see is any time that we fail a mission, this counter track will keep going up and up and up. And when we get past current room that's on fire, which is 6, the game is over. So there's many ways to lose this game, and there's pretty much only one way to win this game. So we are against all odds. Just to talk a little briefly more about the blood sample, in the book it tells you how many blood samples to put in and shuffle when you're playing up to 6 players, but we're playing 5 players, so Shane separated them. He didn't peek at them, shuffle. Each get one, and now in here, what it tells you in this blood sample
Don't show anybody
is if you are
along at home and try to decide
well,
who the imitation.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
spoil it for them.
That's right. So I'll show you this part now. The blood sample is either imitation or human. Now, nobody knows but the player.
One person at this table is an imitation.
Right, so how many imitations did you have to put in 5? 1 or 2?
So with 5 players, there's 4 humans, 1 imitation, and then later on, once we move into the next sector, we all have to get a new blood sample.
We have to do a blood test.
Right, so at that point, if you get an imitation, you have to keep it.
That's right.
So going into 2 and 3, we might have 2 imitations.
We may have 3 at the end of it. We don't know.
3 will be impossible.
Oh, because there are only 2. There's 2 imitations, yes. Now, what imitations do during the game too as well is they have a chance to sabotage the mission so that they fail. Because again, as an imitation, you want to either destroy every bit of this compound at Outpost 31, or you want to play along with the team the entire time until you make it to the helipad.
If you're an imitation, help out. Get them to the escape helicopter and escape with them.
Yeah,
There's two ways the imitations can match.
there's two ways you can play it as an imitation. That's
I
right.
like to just pretend I'm an intimidation or an imitation to mess with people.
Yeah, but we did this before. There's a lot of back and forth that's going to be going on as you see in this game. I'm not going to cover it all. I'll be back and forth taking it, but I'll get everybody's first turn and we'll move on from there. If anything else comes up during the gameplay, I will explain it. But right now, let's go over the characters. Starting off with my character, I am none other than McCready. Now, if anybody has seen the 1980s movie, that is...
It is. It's Mac Ready.
It's not Macready, it's McCready.
No,
I've seen the movie.
It's Mac Ready.
Anyhow, McCready has a special ability, the Captain Power. Once per round, you can do only one of the following. Keep quiet.
It's Mac Ready.
That's not written down there. You can't.
If you pass an investigation, all players on the team may discard one card and draw another. That can be very helpful. And also for the second ability is add +1 or -1 to any die roll. Now, when I am the captain, I can choose either one. I can't do both. And that is for McCready, or as everybody else says, Mac Ready.
It's Mac Ready.
One thing I forgot to mention that's going to be very important during the game is you have different icons on each of the character cards. This is a maintenance, so Mac Ready or McCready, whatever way you want to call him, he's a maintenance guy. Now, some mission logs will tell you you need to have a specific person, plus the rest can be whatever to go through the mission, so that's going to come into play. Let's look at all the other characters.
You're also a pilot.
Yeah.
Or your occupation.
He's a pilot, but, you know, they can see that on camera. What do you have, Shane?
My name is Knowles. My occupation is a cook. So when I'm done finished dinner, I can be like, "Hey, Mac Ready," and you can come eat because your macaroni's ready.
What is your abilities, your captain abilities, captain powers?
My captain powers, I can let any player hand in 2 supply cards for an investigation or a battle, or I can re-roll all my dice.
And your
I'm operations, yeah.
All right.
I'm ops.
And that is Knowles or Nails, whatever one you want.
Knowles. I'm gonna go with Knowles.
Knowles? Okay.
Knowles.
Brady, who do you have?
I have Norris.
Is his first name Chuck?
It could be.
It's his brother, his twin brother.
He's actually
Charles.
tougher. He's the nerdy one.
Yeah, he's the nerdy one.
Oh, all right.
He's not strong at all. His name is Norris, and he's a geologist.
All right.
His captain powers are, when drawing a mission log, look at the top 2 mission log cards, place one in front of you, and discard the other.
And what's his other ability?
Reroll any 1 die.
And what kind of... Well, he's a scientist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nerd for sure. And what is your blood sample?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, I was just saying that. Testing you. And on to Shelly. So, Shelly, who do you have?
This guy.
What's his name?
Well, this is PG-13.
Yes.
It's Fuchs.
Foosh.
It depends on how you want to pronounce it.
Yes, yes. I know everybody
Over
at home.
18, it is. Never mind.
Something else.
Oh, it's Fuchs.
So, what is your powers for your captain powers?
Captain powers, once per roll, you may do one of the following. When drawing a mission log, look at the top 2 mission log cards, place one in front of you and discard the other, or re-roll any 1 die.
And
What's
your
your-
science as well.
What's your occupation, though?
I am an assistant biologist.
That totally sounds like something that would match your name.
Yes, it does. It really does. And what is your blood sample?
I'm not telling you.
Okay. All right, Lancy Pants, who do you have?
I got Childs. His occupation is a mechanic.
Special abilities?
Captain Power. Once per round, you may do one of the following. When swapping, draw the top 3 cards of the supply deck, or discards. Keep 1 for the pool and return the rest in the same order. Or add +1 or -1 to any 1 die.
And your maintenance as well.
I am maintenance.
So
yes.
in the movie, Mac Ready or McCready and Childs are kind of like one of the 2 main best friend characters that are into it.
You're spoiling the movie.
I got some
We're
notes,
looking
but
at-
I'm not going to read that. You guys can read
Nah,
that
you don't have to read that.
Yeah.
And that is all the characters, so let's go on with starting this game. We all decided that Lance, you can roll a die to see who goes first, or you can go by in the book, but we're house ruling this a bit, and we're just like, okay, Lance is gonna go first. So he's got the pew pew, which is the first player token. Show the first player token off, the gun, that's right. So the first thing on your first player is you're going to grab a mission log. How many players is the mission log?
5 player team.
So that's all of us. We're
That's
all
all
of
of
us.
us.
Now,
So-
you need to choose a room.
Yes,
So
before we
which
do
room are
anything
you
else,
going
you
to?
have to choose a room in Sector
Thing
1.
is though, is I need 2 mechanics and I need 2
Ops?
Maintenance.
yeah.
Well, then you can't do that mission, so that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Because we don't meet the requirements to do that mission.
We don't have, that's like so we have 2 maintenance and we need 2 of the ops and we only have 1 op. Yeah, so this mission is a fail right from the get-go. So that means that the computer counter way
I'm reading
over
this
there.
up. Because it's unplayable, I don't know if we automatically fail it.
Or just pick another one.
Oh,
I think you might just pick another
yeah, I
one
think we
because
just
it's
pick another
undoable.
one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, double check that because just to explain the card a little bit more, you see it's a 5-player team mission and you need 2 maintenance and 2 ops at least to play this. Now every mission will kind of look like this except they have different information obviously. And I'll also say shuffle, then reveal 2 random cards. If at least one is a Petri dish, you pass. So these are what it'll tell you. Each player will pass in one of these supply cards and the captain will have a chance to look at them secretly. And why the captain looks at it secretly first is just say, for instance, one of these supply cards that are passed in is a sabotage card, or if the captain is inhuman. So what will happen is that the captain can either secretly sabotage it or get rid of the sabotage cards and replace it with another card from their hand, and then they'll shuffle it just like this card says and randomize it as and just pull one out and hopefully it'll be a Petri dish. If not, the mission fails.
So we just pull a new mission.
That's what it is, just pulling a new mission?
Yeah.
Alright, so again, this here is just discarded into the discard
I
mission.
didn't find it in the book, so I'm just saying new mission.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
It doesn't account for that happening in here, so.
I do recall something about that, that if it's
Yeah.
a mission that can't be done, then you just pull another one.
Yeah, it's definitely an impossible mission because that's what we did before we take out the card.
Yeah.
Like a 6-person and we only had 4 people.
I forgot to pick a room too first.
Yes. You
Yeah,
should.
so pick
But
a room.
everyone- Actually, before you pick a room, everybody is supposed to place their
In the rec
characters
room.
In the rec room.
Right.
You don't have a character because you didn't pull one out of the box.
I did.
No, I don't see it.
My character's
Did you put it
gone.
back in the box?
So all of us are starting in the rec room. We're all chilling out there. Now, you know, we may be tied to a couch if somebody's not going along the mission or anything. I'm according to the movie. So Lance, read your other card, your mission log.
Smoke in current sector. Roll to determine room. Place smoke in highest sector unlocked.
All right.
Draw a new mission log card.
So take 1 die and roll it. Now it's sector 1 where you're in, and room number 2.
So room number 2
It's gonna have
is
smoke.
the shed.
So there's the smoke token
Now, if we don't get on this smoke, this will turn to fire.
for the next turn. That's
and
right.
then after that, it will be destroyed.
Right, and we don't want to have destroyed rooms because if a room gets destroyed and there's a token in it that we didn't explore, that's just one less token we have to try to find the thing and the rope for sector 1. This is the card that Lance picked, the smoking current sector. So again, it don't say anything else we can do except for that, and that's it. So he picks another mission log. All right, Lance, what's your other mission log? That's 3 mission logs you went through.
3-player team, and I need a scientist.
All right.
One scientist.
Because you're the captain has to go, and then you have to pick a scientist and then one other person of your
Well, unless
choice.
you're a scientist yourself.
Right.
I'm not a scientist. I'm a maintenance man.
So pick a room first where you want to go
I'll go to.
in sector 1.
I'll go to room 3 there.
Room
Okay.
3? Alright. You're the
Yep.
flamethrower guy.
Yeah.
Without the hat, yep.
Yeah.
So, who is a scientist here?
Oh, that's-
Shelly and Brady. So, Lance, you can pick either one of those.
Or both of them. You're
Yeah.
it takes 3 people.
I'll take Fuchs and Knowles over there.
But now, before you decide who you're going to take, we do have a room that is on fire, or sorry, smoking, and we need somebody with a fire extinguisher. So instead, if somebody's like, I have a fire extinguisher, you can send them to that room to put that smoke out
That's
before
right.
it turns into
Alright,
fire.
extinguisher.
So get that cleared up
We'll
before
be
you
back.
decide who you're.
It is determined that nobody supposedly has a fire extinguisher in their hand of cards of supplies. But the thing is, one of them at this table, including myself, could be, or is, I should say,
I might have a handful
An
of fire
imitation.
extinguishers and just want them.
yeah, you just like to cause trouble every time we play this game. So because of that, the smoke, we can't do anything with that in that
Yeah.
room that yet because we don't have a fire extinguisher.
Alright,
So because of
yeah,
that,
now who else
you're
you
choosing room 3, you said, which is the kennel.
Your kennel, yeah.
All right, who are you choosing to go in with you?
I'll take Fuchs and Knowles.
Okay,
Alright, I don't
so
know what anybody looks like over here.
Shelley
That one there.
Yeah.
and Shane goes in that room. So Brady, you and I stay behind.
Right, you can discard a card if you chose to, and you'll get a fresh one at the end.
Yeah, I don't want to discard any of my cards.
Me neither.
All right. All right.
Alright, shuffle then reveal a random card. If it is a knife, you pass.
So we all hand in a supply card.
Who's on the mission?
Everybody that's on the mission hands in a supply card. He shuffles them all. He gets to pick one.
Yeah,
And
but
it
he
happens
can
to be
random.
in
You can look at them secretly
Yes.
before, and if any of them cards are sabotage, you could replace it with one in your hand. Or if you are an imitation, you can replace the sabotage card from your hand if you have one into the mission.
Bless you.
So that is what you can do, Lance.
All right, here's.
Lance, are you going to enact one of your captain powers?
Yeah, I'm gonna swap here. So I'm gonna grab 3 cards from the supply deck. 1, 2, 3. And take a look at them. Pick one that I want. The other 2 go into the discards.
That's a fairly good power.
It is. It's a really, really good power. And I think I had the same thing. I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm a maintenance as well. Nice. I like that. All right. So this is kind of like an interlude while Lance is figuring out what cards. Shane just sat funny and then he pulled this out of his pocket. Why do you have a throwing knife in your pocket, Shane?
Because I ate steak before I came here, and that's my steak knife.
Are you the imitation?
Did you have to catch your steak before you cooked
No,
it?
but I need to cut it to eat it.
Yeah, sure.
Are you the imitation?
Everybody carries one of the throwing knives in their pocket.
Well, I just forgot it was in my pocket,
Interesting.
and it's a boot knife.
Yeah.
But I'm not wearing boots, so
Yeah.
now it's a pocket knife because it was in my pocket.
Imitation! Lance had looked at all the cards that were passing, so he's got 3 cards in his, no, 4 cards in his hand.
You'll have 4 now.
That's right, because you choose because of your captain power. Now you randomly select one and put it up, and it has to be
But
A knife.
a knife,
It's
or
not
we
a
fail
knife.
this mission.
We fail.
The tension is building.
Fail.
Oh!
I feel bad. 'cause
It's an axe. Now you have to place some cards face down in the discard. Nobody is allowed.
Nobody else is allowed to know.
Because we failed the mission, what happens is that we move the threat track up by 1.
And the current room
Is on smoke,
is
isn't it?
now smoking.
Lovely. Everybody goes back into the rec room now.
Yes. Everybody's going to go back to the rec room. Everybody that played cards gets replacement cards.
Right.
So I went, so I get a card.
Shelley will get a card and Lance will get a card.
And Lance gets a card. Also, during the intermission when you guys were in the rec room, did you want to swap out any of your cards?
No.
Discard for a fresh one?
No, I'm keeping it like it is. So is Brady. So we're all good. So it's on to the next person, which is going to be me for captain.
Colorblind.
This is a mission log that I pulled. It's a 4-player team. We need at least 1 scientist to come with us, and I chose Brady. Shane is opting to stay behind because he wants to switch out one of his cards. And we chose to go into room number 6, I think it is,
Yes,
which is the
yes.
rec room.
No, it is the storage.
Oh, storage room, yes.
The rec room is where we hang out.
Get it right.
Also, too, as well, reveal all cards. If at least 3 have exactly +1 dice value, we pass. So that is our mission log, which we have to do. According to the mission log, I had to have at least 3 +1 dice value on the cards. Now you can see the knife is a +1, flashlight is a +1, another knife is +1, and the shotgun is +3. So we did successfully pass this mission. Now,
I want to point out that we needed knives in the last mission,
yeah,
and now there's 2 of them.
I know. Somebody here
Not me. I didn't go with you all this time.
is a sabotage between these
I
3,
had
well,
that
4 actually, because I'm in the mission. I'm not saying if I am an alien or if I am human. I'm not saying that, but we can't kind of point out Shane if he is an alien or a
I
human
wasn't
right now,
there.
because he wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
Because we finished this mission, or successfully passed it, what happens now is these go face down in the supply.
And there's the token. From
Now we have the token from that room, and we flip it over, and it's a rope, which is good.
Yeah.
So you can see sector 1, we need to have thing 1 and a rope. So I place this here,
take a rope.
and I take a rope. Now this rope one,
You can tie people up with that.
that's right. So if I think anybody here is an alien, an imitation, then we can tie them up. But I'm saving this for now because you know what? I got I'm speculating who is an alien, and I think I know who it is that's at this table so far. They just showed their true colors. So because of these three, we will see. So it goes on now to Shane being the captain. Now, because of McCready's special the captain powers, he was able to either, if we pass the investigation, all players on the team may discard one card, draw another, or add +1 or -1 to their dice roll. I didn't have to roll any dice, so I chose number 1, and we all were able to switch out a card if we wanted. Some did, some did not. I'm not going to say who it was, but we did do that. And also, Shane liked to point out, because there was fire, there was smoke, and then there's fire. Now that room, unfortunately, is destroyed.
That room there's on fire.
This room here.
That room is on fire now too as well. And then we take this destroyed room token and we place it onto the threat track. Now, if we get all of them rooms destroyed, as in 3 rooms, then it's going to be game over. Again, you can lose this game a lot of ways, but there's only one way that you can win, really. Actually, 2 ways.
Now, this might have been what we're looking for.
We don't know. And we can't look there to find out if it was. That room is just no longer passable. It can't be in that room. We're on the Shane's turn now.
All right, I got a 4-player mission. I need to bring a scientist with me.
So what scientists are you going to bring? Shelley or Brady?
Reveal all cards. If you have an axe and a petri dish, you pass.
Okay.
So,
What room and what or who you taking?
I'm gonna pick the. Oh, for starters, I'm gonna pick Maniac Robs. But does anybody have a fire extinguisher yet to put this fire out?
Oh, I got a new card. I could possibly have one.
Yes, because I want that fire out, obviously.
Let me take a look. 1 second. Apparently, nobody at this table has a fire extinguisher, so that may potentially be another room destroyed. And it's not a good thing to have a room destroyed because them tokens could be one of the things, and we lose the game then. So Shane, what room are you picking to go in, and who are you taking with you?
I almost want to look this up and see if we can go to the room that's on fire. And
You
investigate.
can. You
Well,
can
it's
go
on
onto the
fire.
room that's on fire.
Yes, because that way, if we can't put it out, we can at least maybe get that chip out of there beforehand.
Now,
So I will go to the kennel that's on fire.
all right. Because the room is on fire, we can still go in it, but the thing is we can't put the fire out, so...
Well, it won't matter if we
If
get
that's
the
the
token
thing.
is the one we
Right.
need. Great.
But if
I
it's
still-
not,
I
that
still- I
room's going to
still-
get destroyed
Yeah,
regardless.
I just don't want to bury a second token.
No, that's an actually really good plan. So who you taking with you? One has to be a scientist.
I think I'll just take both scientists with me.
Okay, and you need to take one more person.
Oh, I don't know. Do I trust you guys? I'm looking for people with axes and petri dishes. If you can help out with that.
I got an axe.
All right.
I do too.
Well, you're on the team, so
Yeah.
bonus. I'm gonna take whoever this bald guy is.
Me.
He might not even be bald. I'm not sure.
It's mine. He's bald.
Okay, he's bald.
He's got like the Thomas haircut.
He does.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a petri dish or not.
Now, because you took that, I'm able, because I'm left in the rec room, I can choose to switch out one of my cards. But you know what? I'm happy with all of my cards. I'm not going to switch.
All right.
So Shane,
So-
you randomized them.
I shuffled them. I looked at them. I did not want to swap any out because we have 3 axes and a petri dish.
Oh, so we definitely passed that.
So on this tile, we've got discard.
Ah.
Complete waste of time.
And we're going to the rec room.
Now we're burning a wall.
Yeah, and do you know what that happens? What happens now,
This
right?
room now gets
That room
destroyed.
is destroyed.
So
This may be a very short game.
all be
It's Brady's turn now. So Brady, you draw a mission log, read it, decide what room.
and who's going?
We are going to the building.
Vehicle building?
Yeah,
Vehicular building.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
how many
what you
player
call
mission
a
is it?
garage.
I have to have one op,
Oh,
so
that's me. I'm going.
you have to go.
How many player mission is it?
3.
Okay, so you get to pick one of 3 of us.
And I'm taking you.
Me? All right.
Cowboy hat.
I'll be happy to go there and help out because I'm a team player.
And reveal all cards if there's a total value of 4 plus or more, you pass.
And what is your special captain abilities that you may be able to use?
If I'm drawing a mission log, I could look at the top 2 and pick one and discard the other.
That's
I mean,
a really
that's
easy
a really
one.
good easy
That's a really
one.
easy one.
Okay, we'll be back. Brady's shuffling the cards. Now you can secretly look at them, and if there's any card that you want to replace from your hand, you can certainly do that at this point.
I'm okay. I
You're
don't want to
okay?
replace any.
All right. So,
Roll cards. 2, 2, 3.
so 2 axes and a
gun.
gun, a shotgun. So we did pass. So
You
reveal.
your token.
Thing 1.
Ooh,
Oh,
thing one. Now-
excellent.
Now you gotta fight it.
That's right. Now Brady has to fight it. Because we are we found the second thing we had to do to complete Sector 1. Now it's a thing. So Brady, level 1, you got to get 3 of a kind with 3 rolls to beat this, and you use all 6 dice.
Oh,
Oh, I already passed it.
3 of a kind there. Great. So we have finished level 1. But you know what this means, right?
Then means we go to level 2.
Yes, but we also got to do a blood test.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
every time that we pass a sector, we have to do a blood test.
test into 3.
No. So because of that, what happens is all of us gets an extra blood sample card, and then we have to look at them, and we have to submit one back into the blood sample deck. You know, the only stipulation with this is that if you pick up an imitation card and you are a human, you have to keep the imitation. If you're an imitation and you pick up a human, you still have to pick up the imitation.
Yes.
And you
So
can't-
the only way that you can get out of this is if you're human at the start and you pick another human card, then you will be a human still. And that is it. So we're going to see what it is. You can see here from the track 2 as well, thing 1 is beat and we found the rope, so now we're on the sector 2. So all of this is complete. Now we're doing a sweep into sector 2 to see if we can find the thing and the dynamite so we can move on to sector 3. And it is none other than Shelly's turn. So, Shelly, you're going to draw a mission log.
Here's a pew.
Oh, thank you.
Here, I'll pass you the mission.
Well,
And if you don't like
my
the mission log.
ability is I can draw
You
a
get
mission
2?
card. I can look at take 2, look see
Ooh.
which one I want.
So that's when you're choosing. That's a really good ability. You can tell you're an imitation. Look at your eyes. Look at them. Look at them. Shelly, I want you to read the 2 mission
I can
logs.
draw the 2.
Yes.
And then place one in front of me and discard the other one.
Right. So,
Technically, we're not supposed to know what they both are.
Yeah.
okay. Well, you have to pick one and then discard. And
But I don't want to. Because I don't know.
you chose that captain ability.
I did not choose that.
That was randomly assigned to her. She wasn't down here yet.
Yeah.
No,
so-
but I mean, like you have 2 captain abilities you could have chose from, but you picked
The
that
other
one.
one's re-roll 1 dice. I don't have any dice to re-roll, so.
Not yet.
One of these.
Not yet. So which one is it going to
Alright, fine. I'll go with the stupid 5 one.
be? Okay, so read it what the mission log
Okay,
is.
this one's being discarded. 5-player team, then you 2 scientists, 2 mechanics, and shuffle then reveal 2 random cards. If at least one is a knife, you pass.
I'm playing
Okay.
something before the investigation starts. I'm gonna play a Molotov cocktail.
Why are you
In the
gonna?
rec room, which I just looked up because I didn't know what the special stuff on there meant. So, what it does is it allows us all to discard and get a new card if we want. I get 2.
And that's what the Molotov cocktail.
Molotov does if you use it in the rec room before an investigation starts.
And so the rec room don't get caught on fire though,
Yeah,
right?
it's not throwing it on the floor.
Okay.
No, it just.
Let's just say you're pulling the wick out of the bottle so it can't be used.
Yeah, I have no idea. I read it though. 'Cause
Yeah,
it makes a lot
yeah.
of
Nope,
sense.
nope, that's fine.
So
That's
everybody can discard a card and replace it with a fresh one if you like.
I'm discarding this one.
All right. You get one.
So what room are you picking, Shelly? In sector 2.
Come on,
Sleeping quarters.
Of course. And we're all going.
Yeah, all of us have to go.
Okay.
We just hang out in the sleeping quarters.
And again, we have to take a card and give it to you secretly. You randomize it. You actually look at them all secretly first, and then you randomize. You can
You
always change
randomize
one
it
out from
first,
your.
that way you don't know what
Shuffle
cards
then
to
reveal
Yeah.
2 random cards.
Right,
right.
One at least is a knife you pass.
You're gonna take all of it.
Shelly chose to not replace any card that everybody passed in with one in her hand, so now she's going to randomize it and she has to reveal 2. One has to be the knife. Oh, so this is interesting. Obviously one of us is an imitation, but Shelly has a sabotage and a flashlight. So we did fail the mission, but we have to do the sabotage. Somebody got to the blood. Investigation battle automatically fails. So no matter what, even if we had the knife that we needed, we'd still fail because one is a sabotage.
What's the sabotage do?
It just
Makes you
automatic
fail.
fail. That's all it is. So that is not a good thing. Now, we're going to have to move this up track, and the current room is destroyed.
Well,
So
that's
the-
pretty
Yeah, that room
crappy.
is totally destroyed already. This is bad. Because the room is destroyed, the third room, if we get one more room destroyed, the game will end. And we will not know who the imitation is, but we will still do our accusation at the end regardless, because it's a lot of fun to accuse somebody at this table to be the imitation. That is how the round goes for anybody who is playing, no matter if you're playing with 3 players or 6 players. That is exactly how you do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the camera. We're going to play through. When something really big happens, like a room destroyed, or we get to the next sector, or what have you, then I'll be back. On Lance's turn, his mission is we had to be able to roll all 6 dice and get a total of 20 plus. Now, Lance managed to roll 21 with his roll, flipped over the token, and what did you get, Lance?
21.
No, what token?
I got dynamite.
Dynamite. So what does the dynamite card say, what you can do with it?
It blows stuff up. Plus 1 or minus 1 to dice pip.
And there's also something on the back of it too as well.
+1 or -1 to dice pick.
2 uses remaining.
What's a dice pick?
And the other side is 1 use remaining. So I get 2 sticks of dynamite.
Yes,
That's it.
that's a good card to have. All right, let's continue on. On my turn, we were able to successfully pass the test where I took Shane and Brady actually because I'm not sure about these two.
Okay.
I don't know all about these, but I'm still, I'm not going to reveal yet who I think is the imitation. But in any case, I'll reveal the thing too. So what I have to do is I got to roll 6 dice. I get 2 times to roll 3 of a kind. Is that what it said?
Yeah, 2 rolls.
You got 3 of them.
All right, so
It's not that hard. And you gotta count the power to roll dice.
that's right. So let's see for roll number 1. I got
3 twos.
Yeah, 3-2. So guess what? We beat Thing 2. So that ends that, and we go on to Sector 3. So we're getting closer and closer.
We don't often even make it this far.
No, I know. Like this is surprising. This game is very challenging. It's a lot of fun because there's a lot of accusations, like I said, and
Some of these imitations are not doing their job unless they're trying to escape.
well, exactly.
If I had my way and I was an imitation, I would want to get on that helicopter.
You stuttered on that, Shane.
Yeah.
That's what imitations do.
Did you ever see the TV show called Lies? Is it Lies?
Yeah.
No.
Cry.
Okay, let's continue on with this game. This is just a quick explanation of the blood test. We've been doing this incorrect. Now, Shane pointed this out, but we seem to, I guess that was just a house rule that we just added when we started
I also
playing it.
realized that these give you bonus blood tests at the end of the game
Yeah.
to get to the helicopter.
And you
depending
can
on
use
your
a
stage in
flamethrower
this.
for that.
Yeah, and that's how you get your accusations out at the end.
Yeah, so because it says here for the blood test, once the final captain has been selected, they may have to access end blood test. Check the current contagion level on the infection track to determine how many, if any, of these blood tests are available. After discussion with the other players, the final captain may select players totaling the number to reveal their blood sample card to all players. On Shane's turn, he chose to go to the specimen lab, and what did we have to do to pass the mission?
We had to reveal all cards, and if at least 3 of them were petri dishes, we passed.
That's right. So nobody put a sabotage card in here.
We ended up with 4 petri dishes, though,
Yes.
and a knife.
Yeah, the thing is somebody's trying to get blame away from them because I know one of you are scared because I can tell which one is the imitation.
Maybe the imitations are realizing that we might actually make it to the helicopter this game and are helping to get there to escape.
Maybe.
Possible.
Maybe.
But anyway, I found the Thing 3
That's right.
tile underneath the specimen lab. So
Yeah, because this is the third sector, it's be a lot harder.
yeah, yes, I have 3 rolls to get 4 of a kind.
Whoa.
I have a special ability that allows me to reroll all dice, which may be a complete curse if I have 3 of a kind and then I gotta reroll them all.
Yeah.
And I
Let's
suck
see.
at Yahtzee, so. I got a pair. Got a pair of 4s.
4s are very common.
They're about as common as every other side of the dice, because that's
1 in
just
6
how it
chances.
works.
Per dice. Your second roll and you don't got no 4s.
Yeah.
Are you gonna re-roll them all for your third roll?
Well, I got 2 4s. I might as well hope for 2
Yeah,
4s.
that's probably a good idea. No. Now, because we
I
failed
have
the
a power. I
mission,
can reroll them all.
are you going to?
I'm not. Why not?
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Do you know what? It'll be so funny if you actually get 4 of a kind now.
No.
No.
No. I got 2 pairs.
Now this is interesting. So when you fail a mission and you're up against a thing, what happens is you take all the number 3 tokens
And you,
plus this number 3 token, you shuffle them together and you place them back there. So pretty much what that signifies is the thing felt threatened, it jumped up into the ceiling tiles and it ran away.
you're not alien.
And that's exactly, no, that's what happened in the
I
movie.
know. I watched all 3 of them
Yes,
one night.
that's right, all 3 of
I
them.
really remember.
Oh boy. So Lance is gonna shuffle them and put them back.
We might as well all go back to the rec room and.
There's something else that happens too,
Pinball.
Shane, that we're forgetting. We have to move the threat track up.
Well, does it fail for a combat, for battle?
It's any
All right.
mission that fails, no matter what.
Alright, so that current room, the specimen room, the power is out in there now.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So it's dark, we will need a flashlight if we want to go in there.
To go
Rob,
back
that's
in.
not where we were, man.
No, the specimen room, right next to the other room that's
Yeah.
powered out.
Yeah, it's part of that grid is out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the Brady's turn.
Flame
On Brady's turn, we managed to be able to, he picked the power room, one of us had a flashlight, discarded it, and then we passed the mission and he flipped over the token. And what did you get, Brady?
Flamethrower.
Great. So you can see all we have to do now before we try to escape to the chopper is we have to kill 2 things.
the
And
chopper.
that'll be it. What was that? Was that Shifty out?
Get to the chopper.
On Shelly's turn, she chose her captain ability to pull 2 mission cards, mission logs, and pick 1. Now, oddly enough, the mission log she did pick was none other than a power outage. That's kind of,
It
turning
does-
on a neon sign saying like, I'm an imitation, I'm an
It does
imitation.
strike me as suspicious, but the other mission she had picked up might have been a very difficult one.
Yeah, we don't get to see what the other mission is, but the thing is my spider sense is tingling.
This is what you get when you ask your wife to play board games.
Well, you like killing me, so this may be just part of your plan.
Rob, the zombie killer, too.
Imitation!
How smoky.
To top things off on Shelly's turn, this mission had failed because we had to get +2 dice value, and somebody handed in a sabotage card from you,
No, this doesn't matter.
you, or right here. I know, I didn't do
Discard
it.
That one that I put down. Because I put the flashlight down. And then.
You get 2 cards.
You didn't have a +2 to discard. Oh, but you
And then I
showed us.
had one, and then I had.
we
to put
lost
it down.
this. So now the current room is got the power out and it's also smoky too as well. And if we don't go into that room the next turn and put that smoke out, it's going to turn to fire, and then after that the room will get destroyed. So that is not a good thing. We have to try to put that out. Well, I want to do it. I know that because I am not an alien, and I want to
I don't
pass
have
this
a fire
mission.
extinguisher anymore.
This is a close shot of
I think
the
it knows
thing
what
miniatures here, so the monsters. So you got 2 of the bigger ones. So this is for Sector 3 and Sector 1 and 2 right here. Not bad detail on these guys. On my turn, I chose to go to the laundry room. It was a 3-player. We had to randomly draw a card. It had to be a copper wire. We succeeded. So we got the token, and it's none other than thing 3. So now I have to try, I gotta roll 4 of a kind with 3 rolls. And I can add +1 or -1 to any one of the dice.
Yes, that's a way better power for this particular thing than mine. Pair of 2s. That's all you got. Pair of 2s.
Pair of 2s. I need 4 of a kind.
They're pretty common.
Well, when it's 6 times, 6 chances. Yeah, that's 1 roll.
No. You got a pair of 4s now, though.
Yeah, I
4s
know.
are pretty common. You told me to be pretty confident on those.
Yeah, so that's 2 rolls.
Now, if you change this with your power to a 4,
Yes, that's what I was
then
going
you've
to
got
do.
3 4s. Now you got 1 more roll to get 1
Yeah.
4.
Let's go. Let's go. 1 more 4. No.
Loser. But you got 2 more 2s.
We failed the mission! Because we failed the mission, we moved the threat track up and it says current room is destroyed. So we put the last room destroyed onto the game over thing, and that means the game is over. We have lost. So let's do our accusations just to see.
All right. So I think by now there's 2 imitations.
Yes.
Without revealing anything, we're all going to go around and see
That's right.
what we think the 2 imitations
So since
are.
I'm on you, Shane, you like to talk first. So who do you think out of the 5 of us, the 2 are imitations?
I think Brady was very quiet the whole time,
Okay.
and I think she acted suspicious.
So you think
So
Brady and
vote
Shelley?
My vote is the 2 scientists.
Okay. Brady, who do you think are the 2 imitations?
Lance and Shelley.
Lance and Shelley. Okay, Shelley, who do you think are the 2 imitations? You can't pick yourself.
And you.
Ooh, really? So father and son? Okay, Lance, who do you think?
I think Shelly and Brady.
Shelley and Brady. I think it is Shelley and Shane.
Interesting.
Everybody is going to flip the card over, get close to Brady,
Before
Shelley
we
and
flip it
Lance.
all over, somebody here is correct.
That's right. And I am correct, I know. I've been speculating and I've been doing some hypothesis and scientific investigation based on my observation and experimentation, and it is Shelley and Shane. Ready, set, flip. Oh, so it was Shane and Lance.
I thought it was Shelley too, for sure.
Wait a minute. Why did you...
Before I go, I'm torching you.
It's too
You
late.
can't go.
We're already on the
Torched.
So nobody was
Okay,
right.
Everybody dies. We're in the middle of the Arctic.
That's right.
You can't survive in the cold.
No,
Yes, I
We
can.
can.
Brady,
You win.
I get a flamethrower. I can
we are
destroy
going to have to
your-
watch the thing tomorrow.
Fuel. And
Brady?
die.
We're gonna have to watch the thing tomorrow. That will explain a lot to you about this game. Wow. Everybody was wrong. Like,
I thought for sure Shelley was. And
So did
everyone
I.
was, obviously.
I knew
Everybody thought I was.
but
I knew Shane.
you were so suspicious. Did you purposely try to make it seem like you were one of the imitations?
I had no idea what I was doing. I've never played this game before in my life.
Did you have
That's
fun?
interesting, though. But you really helped out the side of the imitations.
Yeah.
When you powered out the room and everything, definitely was a suspicious thing. That's
Very.
why I came to your defense, because I was also an imitation.
Yes,
I was defending my own kind.
See, I first originally thought it was you, and I knew Shane was the imitation because I know the way Shane plays. But once you did the power outage, you took the blame off of Lance and put it onto you.
Either way,
Let-
one of
let
us
me
was
Here's the thing, guys.
You just say 3 sabotages in my hand that I did not play.
No, because you wanted to escape to the chopper and then like, oh, I'm the imitation.
Oh, sabotage.
Yes. But
Sabotage.
at that point, you know when you had options to swap out
Extinguisher,
cards.
extinguisher, and a little wire.
See, I even swapped sabotages out
Yeah, so did I.
to save.
Okay, a question for all of you is, was one of you human? Oh, obviously one of you had to be human. Who was imitation right from the get-go?
That would be Lance.
That was Lance, all
I
right.
was human at the first round.
Okay, so then by the blood sample, you turned
No, the first
imitation.
blood sample I swapped over.
All right, so that explains a lot.
Straight from the beginning.
Yes. Well, that don't surprise me at all for you, shifty eyes and
Which
everything.
is strange, because we've played this multiple times where Lance was human, and he's still playing sabotages on people. I
Yeah.
tell him he's playing sabotages on them.
But the thing is you always act most of the time to be imitation, but you're not. But there you were, and you were acting like you were human.
I wasn't.
And I was human, and you guys every one of you, thought that
Well-
I was.
I knew you weren't. I just said
when you put the power out in the room purposely,
That was.
that was very suspicious. Like,
I want to know in the comments. People write down if they got it right
yeah.
in their suspicions.
This is what happens when you ask your wife to play.
Well, I thought I was glad you played because it was a lot of fun. And we're yet to play this game with 6 players.
This would be actually a great interactive live feed game where people could be the.
That's what I was thinking too as well, to stream it. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do on the channel.
That'd be interesting.
Is we're gonna do a live stream. Oh, for sure.
Some of the missions are really hard.
They are. Now, Shane, Lance, how many times would you say that we've played this before?
5 or 6 probably.
And in them 5 or 6 times, did we ever beat the game?
We actually have escaped on a helicopter, but
But with an imitation.
one of the invitations was on with us. So,
So the answer is no, we've never beat the game.
No, it is definitely difficult. And when we do beat the game, we'll be popping some champagne and
Oh, for sure, we'll be partying. Partying out in the cold. Because it's, you know,
the Arctic.
that's right, it's in the Arctic at Outpost
By the
31.
time you guys win this game, it'll probably be winter anyways.
Yeah.
True.
By then we'll have buck of beer in Canada though.
Ooh, that's right.
Then it'll be a house party.
fucking beer, oh my god.
Alright, Board Game Maniacs, I hope you enjoyed this game. It was a lot of fun. As you can see, one of the things that I do say is communication is key, as you can tell in this game, but the thing is sometimes too much communication is bad. Now, if Shelly communicated a little bit more, I wouldn't have suspected her and I would have went originally with my
No, I
first
suspected
one's
her.
work. But, you know, she was being a little sneaky, I have to say.
Well, again, you usually want to sneak the fact that you're human. You don't want people to think you're an imitation, because then at some point they're going to waste a flamethrower on you, and that could help your side.
I've acted human the entire game, but yet
Well, you were human, so. that
people
makes
thought I was an imitation.
I didn't think you were.
I didn't.
Brady, you said that was
No,
imitation.
I said.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm sorry. Maybe I thought it was imitation. I don't know. In either case, it was a great game. I'd play this over and over again because it's one of my favorite games that I played onto the channel. Put in the comments what you thought of the game and also who you thought what your guess was of who was the imitation. Let us know, and as always, show us some love and subscribe to the channel and share it, because you know it helps us out. It helps us play more games, keeps the lights on. You can always go to Patreon, look up Board Game Maniacs. You can donate $2 if you like to help us keep the game on, the games playing and the lights on, like I said. So until next time, you know what I'm gonna say? Be the thing. I mean, no.
Don't be a maniac.
Be a maniac. Don't listen to this guy. He's an imitation. Till next time, have fun.